Take a look at your phone or computer keyboard. Right there, usually sitting above the number 2, is a symbol you probably use every single day, the @ sign. You use it to log into websites, to send emails, and to tag your friends. It feels like the ultimate emblem of the modern internet. But what if I told you that the @ symbol wasn't invented by a Silicon Valley tech genius? What if I told you its story actually begins over 500 years ago, involving Renaissance merchants, ancient jars of wine, and a stroke of pure luck in the 1970s? Welcome to Simple Things Surprising Histories. Today, we are unraveling the ancient story of the @ symbol. To find the true origin of the @ symbol, we have to travel back to the year 1536 in Florence, Italy. A Florentine merchant named Francesco Loppi was writing a letter detailing a shipment of cargo arriving from the Americas. In this letter, he needed to write down the price of wine. Back then, wine was measured and transported in large terracotta clay jars called amphoras, a practice dating back to ancient Greece and Rome. To save time while writing, Francesco used a shorthand pen stroke. He wrote a looping lowercase a with a long tail wrapping around it to represent the amphora. It was just a simple merchant's trick, but the symbol caught on. Over the next few centuries, traders across Europe adopted this sweeping symbol as an accounting shortcut. Instead of standing for a jar of wine, it evolved to mean at the price of or at the rate of. For example, a shopkeeper might write 10 apples at 5 cents each. Fast forward to the late 19th century, the Industrial Revolution is booming and a revolutionary new machine is sweeping through offices. The typewriter. In 1885, the @ symbol made its very first appearance on a typewriter keyboard. But it wasn't there for everyday writers or novelists. It was included strictly for bookkeeping departments to type out invoices. Because it was only used for business math, the @ key was largely ignored by the general public. For decades, it gathered dust. By the mid-20th century, the @ symbol was essentially a dying character. It was taking up valuable space on the keyboard, just waiting for a purpose. Its salvation came in the year 1971, thanks to a computer engineer named Ray Tomlinson. Ray was working on a U.S. government project called ARPANET, the grandfather of the modern internet. He was trying to achieve something groundbreaking, sending the world's first network email from one computer to another. But he faced a formatting problem. He needed a way to separate the name of the person receiving the message from the name of the computer hosting their account. He needed a symbol that wasn't used in anyone's actual name, so it wouldn't confuse the system. He looked down at his teletype keyboard, and his eyes landed on the lonely, forgotten @ symbol. It was perfect. Not only was it rarely used, but it literally meant @ The user was at the host. With a single keystroke, Tomlinson rescued a 500-year-old accounting mark from extinction and transformed it into the defining icon of the digital age. Today, the @ symbol is recognized all over the globe, but what's fascinating is how different cultures describe its shape. While English speakers simply say @ the rest of the world got a bit more creative. In Italy and France, it's affectionately called the snail. In Germany and the Netherlands, it's known as the monkey's tail. In Russia, it's the little dog, and in Denmark, it's an elephant's trunk. No matter what you call it, it is a single pen stroke that connects the entire world. So, the next time you send an email or tag a friend online, take a moment to look at that little symbol. You aren't just using a piece of modern code, you are typing out a 500-year-old shorthand for a jar of Italian wine. Thank you for watching this episode of Simple Things Surprising Histories. If you enjoyed this story, please hit the like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating histories hidden in plain sight. See you next time.